Hey, DOT community, this is Alon coming at you with the finishing of the harvest live stream. We got about a little less than 6 hours left in the event, and I got 11,000 souls, a little over, and I still got two 2-stars, two 3-stars, and a little bit more time to finish this up. So, not going to be a super long live stream, but at the same time, definitely want to show off my new Dio. And very shortly, I'll show off my new Volstan that I just got recently in the event. We're going to get to grinding here. Let's see who joined us here in the very beginning. In the event. And also, I'm back to work tomorrow, so I can't be up super late. What's up, Sven? Tag her. Chicken and Waffles. What's up, Brian McAndrew? FL Rebel. What's going on? Thank you for all joining. I am, of course, on Discord as always, so we'll see if anybody joins up. We'll be on for at least an hour, maybe a little bit longer, depending on how long it takes me to finish up. So, but we'll see where these 2-stars get me. Like I said, I got 2 more and 2 3-stars. And then we'll maybe do a few more pulls just to finish up. I'm at 11,100. So another 6,800 some. And I'll be all done. Yeah, really, and back on again. Sunday night. Finishing up the event. See if I can find a bunch of easy lands real quick. Just blast through them. I know, Real Hand. So long that you've joined another team. Oh my gosh. It's alright, Real Hand. I know. It's all in good fun. And we never hold grudges unless there's some sort of serious issue with a player. But I'll tell you, it's always good to see people enjoying all sorts of different aspects of different teams. There's never a problem. I myself wouldn't mind seeing what it's like in Raiders as well, but we'll see. I'd have to make sure I have quite the availability. Maybe when I get, maybe in the winter time, maybe I'll join Raiders for a week and just have fun. We'll see what happens. my recommendation of Trailer Park Boys, yeah, of course. It's a great show. I play the Trailer Park Boys game as well. It's the only other mobile game that I play, but it's also, you know, it's a bit more of a, it's like a business management type game slash collection game of all the characters. So it's nothing like Dawn of Titans, but it is fun. I enjoy it, and it's like a very get on, check it kind of thing, and then get off. But how is everybody in the event? How far did you get? Are you finished? Finishing now? Procrastinating like Zalon? It's like, how's your procrastination game, bro? Now we're going to see about saving those tokens if we can. Let's see what happens, though. But we are going to use some of the, maybe a little bit of the portal stones. Yeah, just running Siggy. Just doing as fast the battles as possible right now, just to get as many of these in with one relic, just so I don't have to double or triple stack. But yeah. 452 to 10k, very nice, FL Rebel. You're gonna get yourself another Volstan, huh? I'm gonna be showing off my new Volstan here very shortly. Just want to give people, what's up, BMT? Good to see you. Just want to give some people some time to get on here so that I can show off the new Volstan. And I got him today. I hit 10k today, not too long ago. So, what's up, D? Good to see you. D had a really good stream last night, so did BMT. If anybody here does not know about Bad Mother Trucker or D, make sure you click on their channels. If you're rewatching the stream, you can always click live chat and actually see them actually see the live chat that was going on when this stream was live, like right now, and still click on their names and still be able to subscribe to their channels. So make sure you do check out their content because it's very, very good. And I hang out on their channels as much as I can. Let's see. Well, I saw D. I don't know if D's gonna hit Min here in Legends. Her soul count was looking a little low. I don't know. It's gonna happen, D. You have to boot yourself. I can hear it now. I already managed 2 different teams. I don't always have time. I'm talking so much. Oh, you're working on Hammer first, then I'll hit Legends? Oh, jeez. Just taking it to the wire tonight. How late are you going to stay up, D? I always hit my moms. Why do you hit moms? I hope everybody can see this. Now, if you're rewatching the stream, make sure you bring up the live chat right now so you can see. Or actually, oh wow, my chat looks really nice and big there on the right side. You can all just read it right there, see? D says she always hits her moms. It's brutal. Don't even read her correction underneath, because I guess she might have meant Mins, but we know she hits moms. I hope Drum either rewatches the stream or is there right now listening, and we can clearly see that the D hits moms. Does that mean that you have multiple moms? That sounds nice. Yeah, but no matter what, D hits them all. So if she's got multiple moms, they're all getting it. Because she always hits them. She says, run, moms. Yeah, I like how big that text is on... Yeah, I just changed up... I had to reset my settings. Yeah, that actually comes up pretty nice. Eight-hour stream, Churro? Oof. No, not tonight. Not tonight. I am just making a mad dash for the I'm making a mad dash for the finish line. Like I said, I just got these two stars, and then I got another 2 3 stars, and then we'll probably do a few more polls. What's up, Ian Rogerson? Thank you for joining. For anyone that's just tuning in, if you didn't see in the chat, Dee says she always hits her mom. I always hit my moms. So We're just busting on her right now for beating up the mothers. I am probably getting close to 12,000. So we don't have much to go. What's happening Monday and Tuesday? Not really. I mean, we had a TOW recently, so probably won't have fusion either. Let's see if we can get this with general deduction. I mean, pull events, gosh, I mean, they're not exciting, so I hope not. But, I mean, they could have, like, Altar of Plenty, maybe, along with, like, what did they do last time? They did Altar of Plenty and a pull event at the same time, I think. So maybe something like that. Finished about an hour ago, not even checked what roll you got. Oh, jeez. Ian Rogerson didn't even check yet. Oh, there's Val. She's getting it in. Oh, this is probably her mini. Valley. That's funny. Mini me. Been playing for 3 hours straight. Need to settle it down for a while. Well, I had to do a few more things today. Just prepping to go back to work. Like, go to the grocery store. I made sure that I got rid of, like, all my perishable stuff before I left for vacation. So I came back to a house that has no food. So I had to go to the grocery store, take care of a few more things to get ready, like I said, for work, like getting everything around, cleaning some stuff up. So that'll be my super exciting. I am, I'm excited to get back to making money again, because I'll tell you, when you're on a cruise ship, and then of course all the ports of call, everything's all set up to just spend. So I got. It did get a little bit at the end, like, oh man, I want to stop spending. I want to get back to making money again. So I wanted to get back to being able to live stream again. Not being able to jump on or even put videos out was a little bothersome. Let's see where we're at in soul count. We got one more. 2-star. Okay, 11,700. So we're going to cross into 12,000 range here very shortly. I saved some of my last temple pulls for on the stream here, so hopefully I'll get some luck. Be insane if I got a 4-star. Rarely happens. Rarely. 3 stars are usually where it's at for me. And they don't happen all that often. But my count for this event is I have had 11 1-stars, 8 2-stars, and 3 3-stars. So if I add my 2-stars and 3-stars up, I have 11, and I have 11 1-stars. So to me, that would be like an average event. average. If I had more 1-stars than 2 and 3-star combined, then I consider that a bad event on pulls. And then if you have more 2 and 3-star relics than 1-star relics, depending on how big of a difference it is, it could be an amazing event for you. So it's kind of how I judge the pools, because there's definitely events where I'm just like astounded. I have like 6 3-stars or 7 3-stars, and I have a bunch of 2-stars and like very minimal 1-stars, and it's an amazing event for pulls. So it's my ranking system. So if you just add up your 2-stars and add up your 3-stars, and if they're either more or less or equal to the amount of 1-stars you got, you can kind of base your event off of that. What's going on? Oh, man. You're saying hello, but I unfortunately cannot read your name. So if you wouldn't mind giving me something that I can call you, it would be a lot easier to know that I'm addressing who I am specifically addressing. But thank you for joining the stream. Always appreciate it. I got the 24K token pack, got the 4-star, 2 3-star, 3 2-star, and the rest were 1-star, plus had 13 tokens saved and 3 from the event. So 26 event relics total. Wow, Ian. Got the 4-star, 2 3-star, 3 2-star, and the rest were 1-star. I call him Jesse. This looks like Curse of Jesse. Alright, FO Rebel. $13 1-star relics, 10 2-stars, grinding the rest. Wow. Wow, Real Hand. If you squint, it looks like Jesse, Just so I remind everybody in chat, again, I am on Discord if anyone wants to join in, like Real Hand, cough cough, or FO Rebel. Although, when it's nighttime, FO Rebel is not always up for the Discord. So it just depends. Got a decent dial, though. Double defensive, going to make him chubby, make some chubby militia. What's up, Michael Marlowe? Hey, bud, glad you're back. Yeah, no problem. I am definitely back. Oh, there's Rio Hand.
I mean, I was summoned.
You were summoned, Rio. How we doing?
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm ready for this event to be over.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're going all the way to 18, though, right?
Yeah, I'm at about 17,500 and some.
Now, I know you're pretty picky on your events, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so this would be how many events have you actually done? Gone this hardcore this year? This is your which third or fourth?
Minotaur. Let me see. I did Cerberus. Kind of regret that one a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And Zeus. Yeah, that's about it.
So this is 4 then.
Yep.
So Rio Hand did his normal evaluation and said, "Yep, I'm throwing down." So, and you of course had stockpiled event relics, correct?
I didn't have too many stockpiled, just because Minotaur was a while ago. But yeah, I went in with, I think, about 12, 14 tokens, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to know how many conquest tokens I have.
Yeah, I got quite a few as well. I feel like I can get to 7 or 8 without using any. So unless I'm going all the way to 10 or have time to go to 10, I just save them every time.
Yeah. Also, to clarify on the Cerberus, the reason why I regret it is because I skipped on Kronos. I'm like, oh no, there's going to be a new Titan coming out. It's going to be much better.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I regret it. Because I effectively chose Cerberus over Kronos.
Mm. Oh, and you did Zeus too, right, or no?
Yep.
Okay. Because
I think I did like 34k souls that event.
Well, I'm just thinking of other, because people regret Kronos and people definitely regret Zeus if they had the option and decide to skip out, because they're the two Titans people tend to ask about on the live stream about when are they coming back again, you know? So
yeah. I did do a few conquests, I know that much too. I also did the Poseidon one.
Oh, yeah. I guess that, but see, that obviously doesn't affect your regular event relic bank, so.
Yeah.
Which is nice for players such as yourself. That does mean you still, Conquest is almost a completely separate category, which is nice. So.
Yeah. I did it completely free to play.
Yeah, exactly.
And I only used like 5 tokens.
Exactly, because it's set up differently, and obviously you do get the benefit of all those wonderful three relic drops.
Yeah. The only thing that's kind of bad about it is that it's kind of like necessary to level all your relics now, so if you miss more than one conquest in a row, you end up with Titans on the back burner that are maxed with all level 1 relics.
True.
I got a Vixia who's been waiting about 2 months for me to start on her relics.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm still working on Minotaur. I just finished my Poseidon.
Well, I have to say, it's very common for Titans to get leveled faster than the relics being all maxed. So.
Yep. Yeah, and if everything goes well, I might have 2 Dions to level too.
Well, okay, so your current Dion is, or you don't have any Dions at all?
I just got my first one.
Oh, okay. And then what, you're getting a second one in the top 50?
Hopefully. We're ranked 44 right now, so I don't know if that'll hold or not. Hope it does.
What's your gap from you to 50?
Like, to get out of the top 50?
Yeah.
I can tell you 1 sec. I'm in a battle.
Okay.
So you're going to do Divine Gem pulls if we get enough likes?
No, I'm saving them for when the new 5 stars come out.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
I forget. It's going to be a new Champion and Guardian relic, they said?
Yeah. One Wing Angel Sephiroth says spending money is bad, okay? Your question, Rio, is what? They're coming out with what?
With the new 5-star relics, it was a Champion and Guardian one, correct? Is that what they said?
I think those are the 2 that are coming out first, but they did say obviously they're going to release 2 more in the next one and 2 more in the next one for, I think, a total of 6.
Yeah.
So.
But we got about a 5k window from being out of top 50, so I don't know.
Yeah. Well, there'll also be a lot of people completing tonight, so it does make for a lot, because we're ranked 125 now. We were hovering in the 170, 180, 190 range, but because people were completing today and finishing up, we're now ranked in like the low 100s. So
nice.
It'll be interesting. Sabri says, "Yo, Zalan, this is Sabri coming at you with another cheers." Thank you, Sabri. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I forget, did you collect your Dion already?
No, I'm on my way.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, no. I collected my Volstan already, and I'm actually, now that we're into the stream, we got 26 people watching. I do appreciate everyone joining in, as always. And I got Rio Hand here on Discord. I'm gonna, right after this battle clears, we're gonna take a peek at my new Volstan. I'm actually very happy, because it's what I wanted. Okay, and if everybody remembers, what was I asking for when I streamed the other night? Did you watch my stream from the other night, Rio Hand?
Nope.
Okay.
I've been busy.
All right, everybody in chat. What did I want in my Volstan? I'll give you a few. Actually, I'll give you one more battle to finish up this 2-star. Give you.
Did you want Militia X skills?
On Volstan?
Yeah. He's got Militia X skills. Wouldn't you want that?
Well, I just want. Yeah. What skills did I want? There was a specific skill that I wanted to see on my Volstan.
Oh, probably Void.
Maybe. Let's see if anybody else remembers.
Yeah, Sephiroth's right. I should have known you wouldn't be done by now. You say.
Yeah, see? Just check my Dio. Got armor and armor piercing. Not that good. So Ian Rogerson's not happy with an armor.
Armor piercing's like the best roll. So actually, that's still good for offense. The thing is, it's like impossible to get your militia's AP above like 60 to 120. But if you have that high AP and you finish this event with just the relics in this event, you can get your crit to about 80% not using any 3-stars. So the damage doesn't really matter as much. You want the AP.
Nice. Seth Ross says, I got Void, Lightning, and Physical on your Volstan. Nice. Nice. New relic to build crit with armor and AP. Yeah, you gotta definitely grab that new relic. That's the major reason why I'm pushing this event for Dion. So here, let me. I think that's all. Yeah, that's all of this. There's those 3-stars. So let's check out my new Volstan. Let's see what I got. Now, my old Volstan had fire, physical, and earth. Okay, I was like, oh man, I hope I got something different than that. Just because my previous 2 Valorns, they each share one resist that's the same, and then the other 2 resists are different. So I'm happy with that. So then I noticed, and I said, oh, it's got physical again, but the other 2 resists are different than my other Volstan. Because I got Void and Poison, which is awesome. All psyched about getting Void resist, at least on a Guardian Titan, because I wouldn't mind a Void Valoran, but I'll tell you, you got to get these certain defense Titans with the Void resist, because it's going to be necessary in the future. So super happy about that. Really, definitely going to build that Volstan up just to have him as a land defender, because it's nice to have multiple resist, either militia or spearman defenders, because it's definitely screws up people. And also when you have multiples of the same Titan, a lot of times they may think that it's the one and not the other. You can flip-flop them out, so that's very convenient. Alright, so back to grinding. So now we're at 12-3. 13 and 14, yeah, so we'll have a little bit more to go. Let's go ahead and actually pull 2 relics, see what happens. 3-star again, wow, there we go. This might make my end of my grind quite easy on a 1-star. Alright. So we got 3 3-stars and a 1-star now. Not bad at all.
So what role are you hoping for?
My Dionysus, I would not mind getting a double offense roll, because my current AP and health roll is okay. But I wouldn't mind getting just a double offense roll.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, I don't want to say double defense, because I'm already going to be putting my defensive relics on my AP defense one. So, I would
that's
rather
actually what I ended up with.
I would rather shift and use all my offensive militia relics on an all offensive Dio. Because I'm not gonna split it up with offense and defense on the same one.
Mm-hmm.
So, BMT says void. You're right. Ian Ryder. Okay, I was more looking for all defensive or all offensive, but maybe I'm thinking about it in the wrong way. As long as you get AP, you're good. AP armor is the second best role, in FL Rebels' opinion. No, Justin.
Did you hear about Jim's?
What would Jim get?
Double offensive.
Did he? I'm sure he's thrilled. So, Riohand.
Yep.
What is your predictions on what is going to be coming up soon? Now, we know, of course, the Oakentar Poison Minotaur or whatever is, been hinted to be coming out. But I want to look a little bit even past that. Because somebody asked me recently, new God coming next month. And you know what? I told that one player that messaged me that, I was like, I rarely know things more than a week ahead of time. But, I mean, they created that whole new logo with the new gods arising or whatever, which is basically for the Anubis when he came out. And I believe that logo is going to be used multiple times, just like the one for the Norse gods that they had, and also for the other one for all the Greek gods when they came out. So I believe that yes, there's going to be more Egyptian gods to come out, and they're going to be. I think they're going to be heavily void oriented, just like the Norse gods were lightning oriented. So I believe that should be the case in that situation. So
I think that's right, but I don't think it's going to be the majority of them are void. I think it's just the Egyptian mythology has a lot of gods that deal with the afterlife and death. So they're probably just going to contain it to them, because between Anubis, you got Osiris, I forget the name, but it's the weird crocodile thing that eats people's hearts if they don't weigh lighter than a feather for some reason. Those guys, if they got made into gods, or you took the giant serpent that tries to kill Ra all the time, you'd have 3 void gods, and I guess, honestly, I don't think they're going to make more than 4 or 5 void gods total, or void characters in the game. So I doubt they do them all as void.
Well, they might do one for each class.
Yeah. But I mean, what would be the point in making Horus void? His whole thing is just being the pharaoh. It would make more sense if he was just I don't know, some kind of Unok militia titan or something. Because he supposedly overthrew his corrupt uncle, which honestly sounds a lot like the Lion King now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, I don't think all of them are going to be, they're not all going to be void. Most of them will be. I think the big mechanic for the Egyptian Titans is going to be spells.
Yeah. Although
you're going to probably have a free spell one.
They already did that, though, with outside of the Egyptian gods, though. They did that with most recently.
But at the same time, though, they've only done 2 where they actually buff the spell stats.
True.
Actually 3, because they just came out Fire Strike, right?
Yeah, Fire Strike buffed the Fireball spell. And Anubis with the...
Yeah. Oh yeah, Cooch, I wasn't talking about Sobek. That's an actual, that's the river deity. I'm talking about, there's a weird little crocodile thing that eats hearts in, the afterlife portion of Egyptian mythology. It's not an actual crocodile, but it's just a weird thing that looks like it. I forget what it's called. It's like Anubis' pet or something. See if I can find it. It's a Met. I'm thinking of a Met. Yeah, Devourer of the Dead.
We're just going to randomly pick up some.
I'm waiting for the Runa Titan, though.
Yeah, because they
Yeah, I want to see Super Runa.
Super Runa. It's going to be tight. Yeah.
I know they'd never do this, but if they made it so the only way you could get that Titan is by fusing 4 Runas into another Runa, and then it just automatically upgraded it, that would be the best thing ever.
Jeez.
It's like a Runa Zord. Like the Power Rangers.
Like top
Go,
Power Rangers.
Power Runas.
So like 2 Runa heads on the fists.
One on each foot.
One on each foot. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Only if I get to consult with Zordon will I allow the Runa power the Runa Zord.
Yeah.
Check my log, FL Rebel. Oh, that's because I was just looking for super easy stuff, like stuff that I don't even have to pay attention to, and not lose any troops. Nice. Let's see. We bought some.
Dang, you were pulling without even using your tokens yet?
Oh yeah. I still have 4. I was thinking about maybe saving them for the next event, but we'll see what happens. If anything, I was trying to end this event with 60k gems if I can, because I'll be getting. I should be getting the 4,000. I mean, as long as we don't get under rank 100, but I don't think that's gonna happen. We'll have to see though. But yeah, 4,000 gems there, and then end of season gems. I should have close to 60k. Set would be a good Void Titan. Corey, my guess is that they'll save the most of Void Egyptian God Titan for the Halloween event. Seems a little long ways off, though, Corey, to be able to save for Halloween. Because I'm thinking over the summer, I mean, I know we're in the summer now, in June, but for July and August, I just imagine there's going to be at least another 1, maybe 2 more Egyptian gods that drop within the next 10 weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, it is possible. I mean, October's 4 months away, I think, like, roughly.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
near the end of June.
It's true. But I still think there's going to be at least 1 or 2 more Egyptian gods that drop before the end of August. I mean, or maybe a week into September, whatever. But still, within the next 10 weeks, I could see at least 1 or maybe 2 Egyptian Void Titans finding their way.
Might do a monthly
into the game. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Possibly 2 within the next 10 weeks. So. Here, let me check my log. Oh, look. It's FL Rebel. Big surprise. What has he got? That's fine. These are okay. Oh, penis. You're ridiculous, FL Larval. So, did you say that the freeze spell is what you're super excited about when it comes down to buffing the spells?
Yeah. I mean, heck, even if they just increase the radius and give you free freeze spells, that's still really good. Especially if you get ranged troops.
Yeah.
Or if it's an offensive Titan, that's going to be good. Because, like, picture how much easier a Chronos Garrison would be if you got 5 free freeze spells. Omega troops, no problem. I'll just freeze them as they spawn.
That's a good point, yeah. You think it would be
And I mean, if they make them do damage, too, that'd be nice.
Yeah, Justin, I've mentioned, it's been brought up before on my streams about siege weapons in the game. Be interesting if they put together a new mode with siege weapons. Like a new battle mode. Michael Marlon wants me to hit you. Not you, Riohand, but he's like, hit me.
I mean, you can. I don't really care.
Spells are in place of siege elements of other games. I could see that.
They could do siege weapons as a troop.
But when you say it like that, it sounds like it's like more than just... So like it's an actual troop that has multiple different types of siege weapons.
I mean, they probably wouldn't be able to switch up the damage type, but maybe as you upgrade it, it turns into different siege weapons. Starts as a catapult, goes to a trebuchet, goes to a ballista, goes to, I don't know, cannon? They could do some kind of progression like that, kind of like how they've been doing different models for the Storm Maidens.
Actually, that's a good point. Do the Horde troop look better and better as they upgrade too?
I would not know.
Like, because you haven't upgraded your Horde at all?
I got into 17, but then passed on Anubis, and then I've just kind of been like, well, Dionysus is coming. What's the point in upgrading them anymore? I gotta catch up my militia.
Well, yeah, where's your militia at?
I just got into 21 right now. They're finishing tomorrow. I just hit Castle 22, so they're about on level.
Well, I got my Horde up to 19. Taking my Storm Maidens up to 23.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what I just started this morning or last night, one of the two. But everything else is at 22. Militia's at 21, though. But Horde's at 19. They're not doing bad. So.
Yeah, I'm probably going to do my Goliath level 22 first. Just because my defense on my garrison is a Goliath-based one, and I like using Chronos a lot, so I get an offense and defensive Titan buffed by that.
Nice. Yeah, pretty shortly. It's not going to be too long. I mean, I'm going to stick around here so I can get a few more troops done. But I'm going to say probably around August. Probably beginning of August. I'll probably be heading to Castle 24.
Nice.
Yeah, because I don't think, I mean, like I said, I'm going to upgrade another troop, like the rest, I'm going to Storm Maidens and maybe, I don't know, Spearmen or Goliath, something like that, and then I'm going to just, yeah, I'm going to start, because I'm not going to have any more buildings to upgrade, I'm just going to be waiting, so,
yeah,
I don't want to be waiting too long and putting that off, so...
Yeah. They really need to add like an ability for you to upgrade like the number of slots you can research at once.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
if it was like 20k gems, I'd pay it.
For troops, yeah.
Yeah, like to upgrade the structure to be able to do 2 at once. Kind of like how they do with, or even just build a new one, kind of like how they do with the, what are they called? With the builder camps.
Gambit88 says, thank you. Been saying add some sort of structured defense, catapult, if I heard you correctly. Yeah. Horde are getting very underrated. They do big damage. Yeah, well, it's also because if you didn't get Anubis, you're probably not playing with them, kind of like in the situation of Real Hand here. Now, I did get Anubis, and Anubis is level 25 right now, the one that I like. And then, of course, I have a level 1 Anubis as well, because I got 2 of them. But the next fusion event, I'm going to be getting rid of a lot of my high-level fusion food.
Oh yeah, you're gonna feed Siggy to one of your Dionysuses?
No. Why would I do that? I'm a collector. I don't get rid of Titans like that. Unless I get a double. Unless I get a double, and one of them is obviously better than the other. Like if I got a Siggy and the Siggy was a perfect roll Siggy, then yeah, I would keep that Siggy and fuse away my level 58 one. And it'd be a huge bonus for me, but...
Didn't you get one?
What?
I could have sworn you got a good Siggy a while back.
No, I don't have a perfect roll Siggy. I have Archer's health. So, yeah, it's not a perfect Siggy. It's like a, what is it? It's a 4 out of 5 Siggy.
Man, it's still good.
Yeah.
But then again, there's not much point in leveling a new Siggy at this point in the game.
Yeah, even if it was a perfect roll Siggy at this point. But I would keep the perfect roll, though, and fuse away my higher level one. Definitely would.
Yeah. That's not to mention, Dionysus basically does what he does, except better, concerning the archers, and then having, like, militias for super tanks if you wanted.
Ran into a bug. I was raiding land, and I could not take out the grenadiers behind the village. Oh. You know what level land it was, Justin? What I really want is a Titan Relic build presence. What? I use Siggy Spears for land defense, but appreciation for him, best appreciation for him these days. Yeah, really, right?
Yeah. I mean, he's not a terrible land defender.
Yeah.
It's just there's a big gap between a land defender and a garrison defender. And on offense, he's kind of outclassed by Minotaur, by Dionysus. There's a lot of them. Heck, I'd even say Volstan's better on offense if you just wanted to, because you could technically do militia crit with a Volstan and have like triple resist and tons of health on your militia. You could do it. You shouldn't, but even that would be better than Siggy at this point.
Mm-hmm. I gotta work on my Arya. She's in their low 40s. I gotta get her up to 51 so that I can play with her at a higher level and get all of her relics done. But I'm also I'm just about finished with Zeus's relics. There's just one more that I have to finish up, but then after that I'm done with him. And then I can get all of Dio's relics all taken care of as well. Because I'm at least taking the one that I have right now. If I don't get a better one than I currently have, or get the same roll, which would be stupid, but I'm probably jinxing myself right now, and I'm probably going to get the same roll. Because
what's your current roll?
My current roll is health and AP. So we'll see if I get something. If I get the all offense one, or an all defense one.
Yeah. I'm not even sure an old defense one's worth leveling anymore because of Volstan. I mean, if you mixed Archer Relics, then I guess it'd be better, but I don't know.
Yeah. So all offense or bust. Is that what it is?
I don't know off the top of my head. I mean, it just depends. Because, I mean, I've hit a Garrisons before where it was a defensive role on him, and they just filled the Garrison with archers, with Archer Relics, and then a few relics for the militia, and it was just terrible experience. But at the same time, I don't know how effective that is compared to a Volstan. So, I don't know. Where's Promethea with the spreadsheets when we need them?
Yeah, you know what Prometheo's mini's name is? It's Promanio. It's Promanio. I saw it today. I was like, oh, Promanio.
That's funny.
Yeah. FO Rebel says Siggy is still super OP for new to mid castle players, maybe say up to castle 15, 16. Yeah, FO Rebel, of course. Goldland says Justin, so who is the best Titans these days? My level 60 Ladega was my rock. Periel Drafts as asking. Well, best Titans these days for either attack or defense. I mean, for the most part, on defense, we're seeing lots of... right now, the most popular is Minotaur on defense for Castle. But there's still people using Valorns. There's still people using Chronoses. You know, those are still very popular on defense. And then for attack, you got people using... Well, there's going to be people using everything because there's all sorts of people that have certain Titans maxed out at 60 that others don't. So a lot of times if I make it just say specifically a few Titans, don't think, oh gosh, it's not including the one I use. It's like, all right, I get it. There's so many attack Titans in this game that yes, if I list them all off, I might be doing it for a while. But the ones that are very commonly used on attack, I would say you got at least a handful. I can pop them up real quick. Siggy's not one of them. He's just I'm using him for the boost of the events, the best boost, so I got to. Like I said, Guardians, Valorn, Volstan, both solid choices right there. Chronos. So yeah, there's not much of the Guardians, Paladins categories except those, the ones I just mentioned.
Alright, talking about offense right now?
Yeah, for offense, I mean, yeah, Anubis with his new terror spells. Definitely a fun, different style of offense for Anubis.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say he's not the most OP, but I'm not going to say that I don't see him being used, because people are having some fun with him.
Have you mentioned Artemis yet?
But I haven't even gotten to them. I'm in Champions right now. I'm working my way down.
Oh, okay, you're going by category.
Yeah. So that's why I went through Guardians and Paladins so quickly. So Dionysus right here, I got him at 43. He's a huge attacker. People love playing with him. I'm still going to mention Hades because he's still a fun attacker, and there's plenty of people that have him maxed or at high level and like to play with Hades on offense. Poseidon, I won't forget about him because there are still players that enjoy Poseidon, being the Imperial Summoner. Go down the list. And Wukong at the end. I can't say that Wukong isn't a bad champion. He's got some pretty sweet. He's got some skills. I mean, Kronos beats him out, but you know, for a champion, having the archers and Goliath, if you get good rolls, you can have some fun with Wukong. But
he's kind of fallen off, like Siggy has, because he's got the same issues.
Yeah, Exactly. It comes down to just getting good rolls. All right, now to infiltrators. Arya. If you get a good roll on Arya, which I did get supposedly, but the best roll ever, getting the double critical, double damage, the X skill being damage, and no AP, so that you could use the 5-star relic with her. Great attacker for infiltrators. Loki, if you get a good Loki roll, he's still used in infiltrators. Now, if I don't mention the ones that you're using on a regular basis, don't get all upset. I'm just going off of stuff that I see in my battle log on a pretty regular basis. I also see Minotaur being used because people are just leveling him up, but I don't think he's going to be like a all the time regular attacker that people are always using. But I do.
I mean, you actually can.
I'm not saying you can't. I'm not saying you can't. But
okay.
I believe the reason why I see him popping up in my battle log quite often right now is because people are leveling him up for defense. You know what I mean? So it's not because they're leveling him up because they want to use him as an attacker, but they could. But I would say the greater portion of the community is leveling him up for the defense aspect. Let's see, and I'll get to the comments here very shortly. So I'm not forgetting about you guys over here. I'm just going through the list. Berserkers, Almorand, great attacker. Love playing with Almorand. Halzir, I won't say that he's bad, but he's kind of outshadowed by the summoners. But I can't say that he's not a good attacker because there are some players that do have a decent Halzir. Same thing with Hel, but now that Zeus is out, Hel is a bit outshadowed as well. But again, plenty of people have enjoyed playing with her as an attacker. Mamesh, old school Fire Panther attacker. Marok isn't bad. I'm not going to say... I like a lot of the Berserkers. People know, if you follow my channel, Marok isn't bad. So, I mean, Storm Maiden and Goliath again combo. Just haven't done a lot. And then Thorhild, but Thorhild's been outshadowed as well. But Thorhild is definitely a good Lightning Berserker attacker. And then the Rangers. So Artemis is extremely popular. Panther summoner. Calvarex, always going to be good. In all honesty, I don't think Calvarex is. It could be totally outshadowed or anything like that. Because if you pop on all of his relics, you can have still a massive skeleton army, and you can definitely have some really good skills. If, like, for instance, you get one like this that's all about damage and critical. So that's why I think Calvarex is still very viable as an attacker. Edelus. Yes and no. I would say that there are still some people that might enjoy playing with them for certain battles, but I don't know if it would be for garrisons in particular. They may be more for theaters of war, for instance, theaters of war battles. Because mine specifically has lightning resist, so I've definitely in theaters of war when you're not worrying about the Titans being heavily buffed. That you're going up against, that he could be effective in those aspects. Let's see. Yuluth, I can't say that Yuluth is, like, again, top tier, but at the same time, not a bad Fire Titan, because before Yuluth, all we had was Solzar, and Solzar as a Fire Ranger really wasn't, like, the bee's knees. So, with Yuluth having the Gren and Goliaths combo, if you got a good roll, which I believe I did here with the health. So, not going to say she's bad. And of course, Zeus. So, there you go. That's my quick rundown. We're going to go back.
Yeah. I mean, Edelus and Vixiex are basically the same type. They're both really good still. It's just you need a god tier roll. But if you get it, it's basically a silver bullet for whatever you want to kill. That's essentially what it is, because unless you're trying to get something to kill Kronos and you need really high AP, you can pretty much just get your crit maxed, and you can kill almost any troop in the game.
Yeah.
Spearmen and Glass are the only ones that'll give you trouble. Even then, with capped resist, there's no way the Spearmen are going to kill your Imperials, so it's just you need the good rolls.
Yeah, alright, so let's see what people were saying. There's a lot of different back and forth. Dion can get at least 340% armor, maybe more. Dion's FL Rebel's favorite. Valoran is better than Minotaur if spears are 22 or below. Go old school Edelist for defense, that's what I use. Has amazing skills like Imperial damage and AP, yeah. Nobis is great for efficient raiding, not a powerhouse. Hades is OP, Hades as well. Jennifer says, I got health and damage for my Dion. My team is 42nd place right now, and we are fighting, but I may score a second, which would be nice. Yeah, I hope so, Jennifer. That'd be nice. Keep up the good fight. Solgar is a monster, too. I have in my mini. Yeah, I never got Halzir's top non-X skill Titan. Yeah, there you go. Suppers. What's up, Brain? FL Rebel's got an opinion about every single one that I said. Corey says Calvarax is terrible. I don't agree with that, Corey. I think Calvarax is awesome. I can take him in right now, and he's not even maxed. I can still crush. I crush places with Calvarax.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's slow but beats most. Yeah, exactly. I mean, as long as you got some high level skeleton spells, I mean, they're not bad at all. What's up, Kofi? Good to see you. Beer stand, nice. Got to go out to eat with my friends. All right, Justin, that's cool. You enjoy your night and your food. We're gonna drop some more P stones, but this should be the last amount that I need. I think all the rest of the ones, I'll try to save the other one for the next event.
I do feel, though, you passed over 2 Titans in the Berserker section. I felt like they deserve to be in the ranking, namely Cerberus. You didn't really talk about him.
I didn't mention Cerberus. I know. I did skip over Cerberus because I feel like a lot of people weren't all about him.
It's just you have to play him a very specific way on offense, which involves a lot of skeleton spells, and heck, some people just go in with all spearmen and just bring the Omega Archers, but it's just it's unorthodox, but when you get it down, you can use it to beat a lot of garrisons. And the other one was a sleeper pick, actually, that most people don't know about. Krothos. As it stands currently. He's the only X-Skill Titan who can get the AP, and you can build Imperial Crit with all the relics.
Krothos.
Yep, he's a sleeper. But if you max the resist of the garrison you're attacking, and you get crit, you can basically kill anything.
He's a sleeper.
It's like, I think the X skill is something like, I think it's like 100% AP. So you can easily break 200 with him.
Apollo says Calvarax is good against Hades. There you go. I think it's just good.
Skeleton spells are good against Hades.
Yeah. Oh, this is another good relic right here that I just picked up. Just didn't grab I'll grab them in here. Is the Boots of Deceit. Because they do the Titan damage. Gotta love that. Or it's just a straight boost. I mean, we also have, is it the Boots of Asir? Is that the one that does the troop damage?
Yep.
Yeah. So any of these ones that just take the base stat and they just boost it straight up like that, so much better than regular boostings that we see. Who else? Let me give FR Rebel a break. See who else is around. Let's see if any of these popped. Yeah, Daniel, you like that? Yeah, I had to go grab another cold one. You rolled Earth, Lightning, and Physical Volstan. I mean, that's not bad at all, because all three of those are definitely major attacking titans that people use on a regular basis, so you shouldn't have a problem with that. Cerberus is good, but have you tried Taco Bell's $5 box? Yeah, I have. I have Brain. Actually, Brain, my question for you actually is, did you grab Anubis? Because if you did, have you been able to play around with the terror spells? And like the melting capability that they have at high levels? And I didn't know if you had your terror spell like maxed or not. Krothos still kills max Minotaur and Chronos garrisons. Nice, Corey. Use Boosted to see it on a lot of setups, yeah. Trying to maintain top commander status, yeah. Nice. Incision Aria at max is 88% AP for Krothos. Incision Aria. Is that a relic? Maybe I'm reading that wrong.
Are you talking about the Incision Orb?
Yeah.
No, he's talking about the Imperial X skill for AP.
Oh.
Yeah, I misquoted it. Either way, you can still break 200% AP pretty easily.
Michael Marlowe says, I max my Anubis. He has fun with the terror spells. That's what I thought. I don't know. I kind of think these whole making the spells, like even with Fire Strike, like, you know, making the spells a little bit more fun and make it meaningful to have your spells upgraded. Because, I mean, I made a major point of making sure always my troops were upgraded up to the level that I was at before I moved on to the next one. But my spells are not in the same kind of shape. Most of them are all, well, most of them are over 20, except for Lightning. But, you know, 21s. I do make sure my Raised Dead is always one of my firsts, and my second one is Fireball, because those two are very frequent. And, you know, I also recently started upgrading my Terror as well. So, actually, you know what? I might even do that right now. A few more battles, and I can actually start upgrading that. Missing out. Have different damage percentage. That's not fair. If you don't have Cineas Dionysus Militia or oh yeah. Brain just grab tacos as long as they aren't too cheesy. We all know the Brain's cheesy. Yeah, Shadow Cheese. Everybody got Fire Strike for free. So everybody gets a chance. But you didn't get free Corthan? My test account got free Corthan because I guess we were in... Because I didn't get any souls on that account. I look at my calendar for my test account, and I only had like 5 days. Everything else on the calendar is all square X'd out. So I almost never log in. Yeah. I mean, we also got that whole, like, 4-star fire relic as well.
Yeah, I felt bad about that one. Just because so many people, I know, like, a lot of people didn't get to finish because of the issues, but there was a larger amount of us who just got that for free and didn't spend any money.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there is a point to making sure that you get yourself on a team ahead of time before events that is event focused and that is going towards a specific goal and has a minimum set for all their players to be able to achieve said goal. And yes, I made sure while I was on vacation that I was on a team that was hitting top 50 so I could still get a fire strike, and I only went to 4500 souls. And the minimum was only 2500 in war. So and we got 31st or 30th place or something like that fairly easily. So it wasn't like, and I wasn't the bottom of the list or anything like that. There was plenty of players that just went to 2500. So, I mean, I got a fire strike the way I would any other Titan that I wasn't super excited about, but at the same time, willing to put in some work to make sure that my team gets top 50. So we all get one anyway. So that was the way I played it, and everything else worked out fine. And then I just couldn't believe, initially I was like, oh, the 4-star relic. Well, that makes sense. There must have been, some issues that I didn't encounter because I didn't actually encounter any issues with the event in trying to log in or anything like that. So I was able to play all the way through, but at the same time, others didn't. So when they did a first blanket reward, I thought, okay, well, that's it. Blanket reward, though, is surprising because it wasn't just to the affected players, because I clearly wasn't one of them, and I did not message support or anything like that. But that second one, when I got a second fire strike, I knew immediately that I was like, well, what's going on here? Is this a glitch? I initially thought it was a glitch. Something was happening that wasn't supposed to at all, but then found out that it was just another entirely second apology, more or less. So, what's up, King Joshua? Thanks for joining. I think they were online when it first popped up and they changed it. You think so, FO Rebel? You tell the brain, Pinche Maricon? Thank you. What's the name of the Titan you were using? Is Siegfried. He is. A lot of people call him Siggy.
Or Soggy. But that's only if you get him wet.
Yeah, don't get your Siggy wet. Here, I'll flash back to him here in a second. Alright, well, one more 3-star. Siegfried. Brother to Ulrich, the Black Knight. One more 3-star, and I'm at 14.6. I do have one more 1-star after this, though.
This is going to sound kind of random, but for some reason, when you said that, I thought of Blackbeard the Pirate, and I just thought, wow, imagine if we had a pirate Titan just run around with a flintlock pistol in one hand and a knife in the other with a beard, just like, that'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
Make it like an infiltrator.
That would be interesting. Daniel says Siegfried level 58. Yeah, it's because the whole Siegfried era died out before I got him to 60. And I just kind of was like, all right, I'm just gonna move on. But he's coming in clutch now. So for all the people that got rid of him, and they're not getting the best boost in this event. You might have had to pull a few extra relics. Or grind for a few extra hours. Maybe, I don't know, maybe not even a few, maybe even a lot more hours. Like 6 to 8 extra hours. if you're a grinder, of a difference between a 1.2 to 1.4 if you're going all the way to 18. So the collectors benefit, not all the time, but in certain cases where they decide to pull out these super old Titans. Say, oh yeah, they're the best boost, guys. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I hope they do what they did with Thor again. Where they just make him the reward for conquest.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they're gonna. Well, they're gonna rotate. I mean, they're probably not gonna put Thorgan again for a while.
Well, I don't mean him specifically. I just meant an older Titan that's completely irrelevant.
Well, I needed Thorg for the Pantheon, and of course, I didn't get to him. I didn't have time to get all the way to rank 10.
Yeah.
Or plinth 10, so.
Well, the reason why I like him being the conquest reward, or any old Titan like that, it's because it kind of is a bit hard when every single conquest is a must-have event, and they happen every 3 weeks, in addition to other must-have events. So I feel like at least every other one should be kind of it'd be nice to get, but you don't need it kind of event.
Yeah.
Well, kind of like make up, like, oh, you didn't get these relics that you need for your Goliaths? Yeah, you can do this if you want.
Daniel wants to know what my predictions for next month are. My predictions for next month of July are this. We will get one new... we'll get the other... We're getting the Poison Minotaur this month. We're going to get the Lightning Minotaur next month. That's going to happen. And then we're going to get also next month another Egyptian god. I presume both of those will happen next month. Other than that, you're going to see a conquest that's got old Titans in it again, or possibly, Titans that are well sought after, that are newer, that haven't made a second appearance for a while, like maybe what's a good one that we haven't seen in a while? Then I mean, maybe Zeus? No, they've already done that. So then, no. What about, maybe Kronos? But they've already done that too. I don't know. Maybe Krothos. Just because Riohan said that Krothos is a sleeper. The developers are now going to make the next...
I mean, I've been asking for him for a while. I was asking for him in the Poseidon event.
What's up, Rezo?
Asking for him instead of Avalos in that other conquest. I've been asking. It's been over a year since they last released him. More than a year, actually. It's probably getting close to a year and a half.
And needing Conquest super bad. Need Artemis relics built right now. Yeah. That's another thing. That's my next... now that Zeus is done, my next major project for Rangers is going to be Artemis. So... Because I just recently got a better Artemis not too long ago, so... Going to be building her up. As a Kronos killer. It's going to be nice. Why don't you use Unak instead of archers? Because Siggy buffs all human troops, and I had a whole bunch of them. Probably not so much now, but that's why I was hitting those super low lands where I was losing like no troops. But yeah, it's just all about using the buff troops and trying to keep up with with the cheapness of them. Let's see, Conquest, I'm only in that for the 3 battle drops. There you go, Ian. That's totally fine. Grab what works for you. That's really what it is. Some people enjoy Conquest for all different reasons. Mainly because of the 3 battle drops, but others do find a purpose of the actual event, and others don't, and there's nothing wrong with that either. Grab all the free stuff that you can. Yeah. What about Kronos? Yeah, Daniel. I think we'll get another Volstans Bootcamp type event in July as well. It's been a while, and they hinted at something like that a few weeks ago. Yeah, well, something new is coming out with the next update, and the next update is probably going to drop here at the beginning to mid July, because of course June is pretty much over at this point. So with the new 1 point, I think it's 1 point. They said that 133 on the last live stream, but for some reason I feel like that's wrong, and it's 134 that's coming out. But I might be wrong. Maybe it is 133 that's coming out. Still there, Real Hand? What are you doing right now?
Yeah, I'm here.
Still playing?
Just burning some XP relics.
Oh, okay.
Leveling my Minotaur.
Leveling your... See? Leveling your Minotaur.
Well, the thing is, I don't know if you're familiar with how a lot of people like to run all maidens on Chronos. Like, have you used that before?
What, for attack?
Yeah.
Specifically, my attack Chronos is only in like 30s, so I haven't really got him up there yet to just get up to 51. But
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, some people like to do that because you get the damage boost from the 5 stars part of it.
Mm-hmm.
And the health boost on the Goliaths also is nice. But the thing is, people like to use the Omega troops basically like skeleton spells, except better skeleton spells. And then run Chronos with all maidens. That way, basically, you have these super tanks for free. And then you have maiden relics. So you just run all maiden relics with the 5-star. And similarly, you can do that with Minotaur if you just use the Minotaur skull and the 5-star. Because, again, damage buff, 50% damage buff for troops. And then just fill out the rest with maiden relics. And you can basically use the Omegas as tanks and just mow everything down with maidens.
There you go. Doesn't sound bad at all.
Obviously, it's not as good as a Zeus, but it's something that some people like to use, just because it's basically 5 overpowered skeleton spells.
Yeah, Daniel, I got Rio Hand with me right now. What relic you got on my Zeus? I could show you. It's not a 4-star whetstone. I would like that to be the case, but no, I don't have one. Chronos could very well be the next Conquest Titan, judging by the tone of how the devs said soon, referring to Chronos. There you go. Devs started giving us Junk Titans and Conquest because it's free to play. Well, that's another good point as well, Swarm. I don't mind old stuff in Conquest. For me, Conquest is all about leveling my relics. Yeah, it's true. Well, and your Titans. Believe it or not, FL Rebel, you actually can level your Titans pretty well. If you're using a Titan that's in the 50s to run your Conquest battles, especially in the higher tiers, you can get some serious, at least when I say serious levels. But if you can take a Titan from 51 to 54 or something like that, or 55, you're definitely plowing through the 50s without having to use a crazy amount of XP relics, just because you get XP from the actual doing the levels themselves. You're waiting for an Alliance Conquest, Shadow Cheese. I think they're going to put something like that out soon. I do. Because it sounds like that with majority of players saying there should be an alliance-based conquest, that they will do something like that. It's not going to be that difficult because of the difference between setting up individual and setting up alliance events. I believe it shouldn't be too difficult to be able to do that with Conquest. It's easy to raid Minotaur and Valoran defenses with my Vixia. I successfully raided D's Valoran with my Vixia. Nice, Swarm. Maidens work with almost any Titan. Yeah, that is true, Ian.
Yep.
That is very true. I'm playing with some Minotaur offense builds for some stuff. I've been struggling with. Works great when people add maidens to add to odd defense. Gambit, can we all agree the epic token polls still need to be fixed? Pulled 4 2-star token. Oh man, that's horrible, Gambit. Yes, it still needs to be fixed. Epic tokens should have 4-star titans in them. I mean, to be honest with you, it would be actually not a bad thing if they did this with the epic token. It would be interesting if they didn't even put 3-star titans in there, but they put a 3-star XP relic as the lowest thing that you can get with your epic. I mean, I don't know. It's just I don't know. I was trying to think of something that's not a 4-star that could be considered like the kind of like this is the lowest thing that you can get in there. But I mean, some would say an epic token should just have all 4 stars. Maybe just a level 1 would be considered to be the worst thing that you can get, 4-star. And then they should have some obviously well, no, because epics are all going to be pre-leveled. What am I saying?
I mean, I don't think they should necessarily take out the 3 stars. 2 stars definitely, but
Yeah.
another thing they could do is just lower the cost of doing it so you don't feel like you're being ripped off as much.
Yeah.
Cut it to 4K gems.
To 4K.
Yeah, I'd be a lot less angry if I got a 3-star for 4K gems than if I got one for 8K.
Yeah. All right, Daniel. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, because even though we're not spending those gems, we feel like that's how much the token's worth because of the price tag attached to it. So it just makes it feel even worse when you get something bad.
Okay. Shadow Cheese, you're sitting on 19 epic tokens? Wow. I sit on them too. I got 4 right now, but I mean, I do periodically use them when I know that there's titans that I still need for collections, and I, want to give it a shot. Otherwise, I'll just use whatever I get for food. What if the epic token is further in the reward line during an event, increase the prize? They need to fix Divine Altar, remove all 3 stars from DG Altar, leave everything else the same. Wish devs would add an altar to buy Titan XP relics with gold. Ooh. We'll see, because they said that they're still working on a possible bank for Titans that are max level, and that their XP is going nowhere. What's up? What's going on, Vince? Vince's? How we doing? Sucks when you have nothing to spend gold on. Yeah. Yep. I'm not looking forward to that. When becoming a castle level 25 and you have all your buildings maxed. 2-star level 35 to 40, 3-star level 25 to 30, and 4-star level 15 to 20. I think that would be great. So still including 2 stars, but just making them super high level. Last use on this 3-star, and then I have one more 1-star, and we'll see where we're at. Shouldn't be too much longer until I actually finish this one up. You just have 2 4-star Titans? That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Trust me. When you start playing this game and play it for a while, it does take a little bit to get your first 4-star Titans, and to get them up to max, and to work on all their relics. There's a bit, that you have to put into all the, getting them up to real usable status, but it's worth it when you get them there. What are your 2 4-stars? What's up, Chad? Thanks for joining. Sitting at 15.7 right now. I got one 1-star left. Oh, you got Ulrich and Korthan? Yeah, Ulrich's sweet. Korthan's not bad either. When it comes down to just how they look in the game, and their and especially Korthan's got some sweet battle. Like he does like this battle stab, different attacks than the norm.
Looks like I can finish my Minotaur later this week.
Here you go.
Yeah, I got him from 57 to halfway through 59 with the XP relics I got. Not using any 4-star XP relics, that is, because I'm still hoarding those. I think I'm up to, 16 or 17 now.
That is ridiculous, Real Hand. I don't know why you're doing that.
I want to be able to have the massive power trip that comes with using about like 30 of those back-to-back to max a Titan in under an hour. Just think about how great that would feel.
That's a good point, Corey. I should go check out my new Dionysus. I should go do that. It's a good point. Because I'm over 15k. Alright, we'll go do that. Now it's all about just grabbing the extras. All offense. Not the same as my other one. Not the same as my other one. Here we go. New Dionysus. I had AP and health. Health and AP. Exactly the same as my last one. Oh well. I guess it'll have to be food. I find absolutely no point in having an exact same one.
If you want to make everybody cringe, you can fuse him into your Siggy to finally max him out.
No. We're not going to do that. But that's crazy. It has to be exactly the same. That's what happened with my Anubis rolls. They were identical. I was like, well, that's pointless. What do you do with the identical Anubis rolls? You only keep one.
I guess you can do one for just blowing things up with, I don't know, terror spells, and another one for actually using the troops.
No, I'm only keeping one. I'm only keeping one Anubis. I have too many Titans as it is, Rio Hand. So the way it is, the way I've been rolling is you keep one and you keep the best one you can. So unless it's a defense Titan like Valorn, Kronos, or Beerstan, because as you can see, I have 2 of each of those, and I definitely will. I'll take more if I get more. And they have different resists. If I get ones they have the exact same resists, that's exactly the same situation like for these attackers. When they have the exact same skills, it's like, nah, because you're just going to be using the exact same relics, and in my opinion, the best thing to do is to be able to be using a completely different set of relics that, if they have a different skill set than the previous one that you had, then it's more to your benefit. Because what's the point of having a ridiculous array of relics when all you just need is the same identical ones that you used in the previous one? Having two Deons on lands doesn't interest me? Well, I have so many other Titans. I don't know.
Oh yeah, Yuki updated the database finally. Firestrike's on there.
Oh, nice. Same roll, yeah. And Fury, same happened to me. I got the same skills, health and armor twice. You know, all they really need is an XP meter. When you earn a certain amount of XP, you get an XP bottle. That would work great when using maxed out Titans, and you wouldn't need another stinking relic. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we were thinking up something similar to that, like an XP bank, where inside it would be a building. It would be nice to build something new, but because you get to use gold, everybody. But anyway, when it comes down to like the XP bank, it would be like a place where all your level 60 Titans XP would be accrued, and when it would hit certain levels. Now, also, too, you wouldn't be able to build a 4-star XP bottle until it was like a higher level building. So, like castle level 10s wouldn't be able to build a 4-star XP until you get to like maybe castle level 15 or 18 or something like that. When you might only be able to build up to a 3-star up until a certain point. 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, and it goes up with the building. Older players, it really wouldn't matter at all. You'd be able to go straight up, but for the newer players on their way up, it would make complete sense and go along with the whole theme of how everything upgrades appropriately for your level. Did I fuse away my second Minotaur? Probably. Yeah. Probably. Pretty certain, because I don't have them. Ooh, what's going on over here? I think Poseidon and Kronos are the best Titans because I see some players summon the troops near the enemy's archers, and Unak is crazy. Keeping my second Minotaur, great land defense. Yeah, well, that opinion wasn't out there at the time. So I fused mine away, I'm pretty certain. But I'll have to check. Maybe I didn't. Think we should be able to heal the troops at the cost of food. That's still a great idea. AP is the best skill for Dionysus. Build up health and resist with relics, and he will still be one of your best land defenders. How many max Titans do I have now? I still think it's only like 4. How many Titans do I have between the levels of 35 and 35 and 55? Probably like about 20. So many projects that were started and either still in the works or were abandoned due to certain changes in the game. Off to sleep. All right. See you later, Ian Rogerson. Thank you for joining. About to hit the 16K threshold.
Yeah, I hope I get a second Dio so I can make one for offense.
Yeah.
Well, because I got a double defensive role, which isn't bad. It's just, he's going to be a land defender. Good news is, I can easily get his crit maxed for the archers. And I can still get the militia well over 300% health and over 236 health. 236 armor. I'm tired. I'm moving furniture all day.
Moving furniture all day.
Parents are working on a new house, so last 2 weekends I've been moving furniture.
Nice. Well, that's what happens.
Yeah.
You get called in. Call in the reserves.
Yeah.
Your parent.
It sucks.
They called in reinforcements.
Yeah.
They selected the Rio hand.
Yeah. It's not fun though, having to spend like 4 hours a weekend driving though. And I gotta keep doing that for like another week or two. Good news is we got a couch done.
There you go, nice.
Bad news is there's 2 more.
So FO Rebel says, gotta bump up those numbers. Those are rookie numbers. Yeah, well, it's only because I've just been playing the event, and I got called in on when did I join? Friday? Yeah, I joined Friday when I got back. So I was even missing a day. But yeah, all my VP from the week got all reset. Lost all my lands. Came up from dragons.
Oh, I still gotta do my daily.
Nice. I don't know. FO Rebels taking over the chat. I have defense Dion, 100%. See, spending all this time typing this all out, FO Rebels, you should just get on Discord so you can just talk it out. It's obvious that you need to get all this information out. Let's see. 100% crit archer, not great. I get Grands, though, buffing all militia defense, running all maidens. Nice. How are my troops? Oh, my troops are doing alright. Yeah, well, remember, FO Rebel, the way I play when I'm actually not streaming is different, because I can obviously take a break in between playing for a little bit of time here and there, instead of streaming for multiple hours and trying to make sure my troops last. As top commenter, yeah, that's right. FO Rebel still trying to keep up and be top commenter. Way too much background noise. Oh, okay. FO Rebels in the club. It's boom ch boom ch boom ch boom ch. Or Dylan? What's Warren? Dylan hasn't been around for a while if you're referring to him. I forgot who got the bragging rights. Was it UFO Rebel? Yeah. Yeah, it is. What for the he was the highest commenter for the current month when I checked the stats. I'm sure he's up there.
Did he just stop playing or
Who, FO Rebel? No.
No, Dylan.
Oh, Dylan? Yeah, of course, because he's a young kid.
Gotcha.
He said he was taking a break. Well, we all know what that is.
I don't know. Could come back. I took a break and came back.
There's a big difference between your playstyle and Dylan's playstyle. Let's just say that. Guaranteed.
I guess.
Alright, so let's see where we're at. Burn those. Might have to use a couple of those relics because I still want to try to keep around that same amount. So, yeah. Alright. snag 2 tokens. That should be enough. We have 2 tokens left over for the next event. And 60k gems. Give me a 3-star, though. It'll make it easier. 1 star. Doesn't make it easier at all. Come on, 16 more battles and I should be finished. Come on. 2 1-stars. This is going to drag out, DOT community. But we're finishing. Is Tariel not Dylan? Yeah, Tariel is not Dylan. Tariel has been playing the game since... Oh, he's got a few years in.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Tariel's been playing for quite some time. I mean, Riohan, you remember him back in the day. I think he was on...
Yeah, no, he started Dragons.
Okay, did he... Wait, he started in Dragons?
I'm pretty sure, yeah, because I remember he was in Dragons with me at one point back when I was doing that. Then he moved up to, I think, Legend League after a while, around the first Throne Wars, first or second one.
Yeah, Tariel's been playing for quite some time. Because I remember him making YouTube videos and stuff. And I was a little on the fence with how long Tariel would play, but he's in like the low... He's like in the... Val's on. Dylan had a man crush on Zalan. Oh, Corey. That's funny. Yeah, Tariel has the greatest accent ever, eh? It's a funny accent. I have to give... That's one of the reasons why I find Tariel to be very funny when he comes on Discord. Because besides from that, he also gets very flustered by the game. And I find that to be very hilarious. So, that's why I'm always asking him, oh, what's wrong, Tariel? But he does know the ins and outs of the mechanics of the games. I'm not going to say he's a pro or anything, but he definitely has certain Titans and has, like I said, been playing for quite some time. So... It is fun to have Tariel on. So, all different types of play styles, all different types of... Oh, wow, Val, you're lighting up. Everyone has at least one fanboy. FL Rebel, I'm sure you have a fanboy. The DOT YouTuber that I enjoy the most out of that I prefer out of all the ones that have ever came out, of course, you know, there's ones that have come and gone and everything else, would have to be JJ. I have always enjoyed JJ's way he presents his live streams and his information and everything else, and I've always been a very heavy supporter of his channel, and not saying that any of the ones that have come before or after him weren't great as well, because I'm a huge supporter of all the DOT community non-hacking YouTube channels. So I just had to put that in there too, because some people might, you know, and everything. Yeah, well, there's reasons, but yeah. I mean, Prometheus channel is really good. Of course, Game Rescue. Well, not Game Rescue anymore. What am I saying? Vintage's channel is very good. I've always been a big supporter of him as well. So, and there's many others. One Winged Angel Sethroth has a channel. He's got good content.
Don't forget about Pisces Shark.
Oh yeah, not get you gotta yeah. Shut up.
Remember Anthrax used to stream?
Yeah.
Those were,
Yeah, we can probably get Anthrax to come out and stream again though.
those are fun.
I just gotta poke the bear a little bit. Shadow Cheese says, "Woohoo! I got a health and armor dial. Nice." You want to raid Bo's defense, Swarm? Yeah, give it a go. The British would say. Stop bragging about your excess of comments, Alon. I get 0 to 4 all the time. I would even take 50. I just shouted you out, Seth Roth. People here should click on your icon, on Seth Roth's icon, the one with the one wing. Give his channel a go. FL Rebel puts out content as well. Little more battle vids than live streams. You know, he does both, but I'd like to see another Black Gold and FL Rebel live stream here. That'd be nice. You had it all good right there, FL Rebel. All you got to do is just make it happen again. You know you could. Of course, Seth Roth, of course. I appreciate you always showing up in the live streams as well. Shadow Cheese does content. Put that out there. I've seen your stuff as well, Shadow Cheese. What about D? It's D. Of course. Yes. I'm a big supporter of D and Drum. Of course. The power couple. I try to be on their streams as much as I can. And Jim. Gaming Jaeger. And then you got Soulja. Haven't seen much from him, but he does content every once in a while. And Zaid Gamer. Zaid Gamer. Yeah, you miss Black Gold? Well, all you gotta do, FL Rebel, is just hit her up. Hit her up and be like, yo, Black Gold. Go stream with me. Maybe she'll say peanut butter.
I'm gonna hop off. I gotta get to sleep.
Alright, Real Hand. I don't blame you. I probably only have a little bit more to go. I gotta let this and 10 more battles here with the 1-stars that I have, and then I should be crushing the very end of this. So
Nice.
yeah, it's gonna.
I gotta get up at 6 a.m.
All right. Well, thank you, Real Hand, for being on the entire stream. Always appreciate it.
No problem.
Awesome.
I'll try and hop on more now that you're back.
Yes, of course. You will definitely see that I am most definitely back. And anybody else can come on and join Discord in the very end. Most welcome.
Yep. See you.
All right, later, Real Hand. FL Rebel hit Black Gold and gave her a green to say hello. Waiting now. So is that the way you say hello in game? You throw a girl a green. All right, Swarm. See you later. Have a good night or day. Peanut butter or toad in the hole, Corey. Glad you're keeping up with the times, Corey, and know that toad in the hole is definitely in play.
Not quite third hour, but I wanted to pop in.
Yay! Vintage is here. What's going on?
What's up, man?
Good to see you. Good to see you.
All right, glad you're back. Hope you had a spectacular trip.
Yes, I did. It was awesome. It was awesome.
Excellent.
Yes. So, how has the event been for you, Vintage?
I kind of I just sort of raged it all at once.
Mm-hmm.
Just all in one sitting for the most part. And played a whole lot this weekend. Been pretty busy.
Well, yeah, because I checked it out and I've seen that you're up in log. You've mentioned that in your videos, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not blowing your spot up or anything, right?
Yeah, I wanted to hit war for a couple weeks while I could.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks of work insanity. So,
yeah, well, I noticed your. I just checked, not specifically for you, but I was just doing my normal monitoring of who's on what teams, and noticed that you got some serious battle numbers in comparison to what the usual event grind would be. So, and I was like, wow. I looked at the land capture, and I looked at the land, in the regular battle numbers. I'm like, man, he must be hitting mad garrisons. So
yeah. This week was a lot easier. We did a whole bunch of warring the first couple days, but everyone kind of agreed, let's chill, because the previous week was just ridiculous.
Gosh, it was so crazy. And I was on vacation watching it all happen. Because D was like...
Yeah, I was on League of Gods, and we were fighting like 7 alliances.
Yeah, and it was the first time, correct me if I'm wrong, but it was the first time Log has ever taken a second place. So... I
think Quantum's Web beat him once, way back in the day.
Okay. So, and I got some screenshots to show it too. It's going to be coming out in my my vacation rewind video, so don't worry.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I kind of made a mistake. So I won 100 battles the week of Conquest. And then I go over to League of Gods, World War III.
Mm-hmm.
And, I still wanted to keep my VP up because, I'm playing War Guy. So I still did almost 1,000 battles this week.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw those numbers are up there, most definitely.
I'm going to chill a little bit in the next week or two.
Oh, is that due to work, though?
Yeah, I have a... that's supposed to be finishing. It's actually the week of 4th of July, but that's not looking so hot.
As in, like, not so hot as in you're not going to be able to enjoy your 4th of July, or you're going to be taking off for 4th of July, so it's going to extend your work longer?
We're gonna miss our date.
Okay, so you're going to be working longer.
And
okay,
it's gonna kind of spew into mid-July probably.
Okay, so your summer, you're finishing up and being able to relax is going to get kind of delayed then. I see.
Yeah.
Because that's what you said. You said after you get done with this current project, you're going to be able to relax a bit more and be able to have more availability. Is that correct?
Yes. So the first half is going to be lots of work, and the second half is going to be lots of play.
Yeah.
Because really, I usually spend every July on the river in Wisconsin, wakeboarding and just having fun.
Yeah.
Work's kind of going to chew into that a little bit, so I'm going to try and make the most of the second half of July. But then, with the project I'm on out of the way, I'm going to go into a very old type of project mode for the first time in a long time, where I actually get to do a lot of the groundwork, kind of the R&D, the true R&D, rather than just coming into at the end of a project and putting out all the fires.
Oh, okay. So a little bit different protocol than you're used to then.
Yeah, so like in your line of business, instead of, going in and taking over a project that someone else was screwing up,
which happens quite often.
Right, and you're just going 1,000 miles an hour to try and just finish it up for them. Well, this time you get to go in, you get to plan out the project, and just have the time to get your plan in place, and then execute the project at a more sane, pace. That's the hope. But there's always other emergencies. Who knows?
Yeah, right. There is.
You asked me how many Valorns I have. I actually have 6.
And how many with Void Resist?
I had 4 pre-Void release. I got one with that relic token pull that didn't have it, and then we also recently got it in an event. Yep.
So no Void.
Or kind of, I only have 4, equipped, as in the relics are leveled.
Okay.
And I'm working on another one.
I see. Now, did you... how did your...
I also see, Corey Philippi puts in the chat for me that Zalan is considering fusing his Dionysus.
My second Dionysus has the exact same skills as the one that I have that's that's in the 43 right now. So I'm considering, what's the point of having the exact same skills and having to use more or less the exact same relics to make that Titan viable? I don't know.
Yeah, I can see that, I guess.
I like to use different relics. I don't know.
Absolute hell out of Dionysus. So I'm looking forward to getting 2 more that I can just keep attacking with.
Oh, just to keep the fun going? I see what you mean.
Yeah. If another summoning Titan comes out that's a champion that I actually want to, have as a project, one of my fully leveled ones, and fuse it into that. I have 2 fully leveled, and my third one's getting really close.
Let's see. When you say really...
It's just, I don't know. I have a ton of fun with Dionysus.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Tired of attacking with him.
You're tired attacking with him? Oh, man.
I said I don't know if I ever get tired of attacking with him.
Okay.
How many Matanos? Yeah, I've never gotten a Matano outside of events. But Valorn, I actually did some polls and got a Valorn back when it was 3x chance or whatever.
What's up, Snot Chunks? Thanks for joining. Just finishing up the event. Vintage has joined me in my last little bit of my grind here on Discord.
So what was the apex, the best part of your vacation?
The best part of my vacation was
Like-
probably. There's a couple different one. There's a couple. It's kind of hard to choose between a couple different things because when you have 11 days, or actually I should say 13 different days to choose from of all the different things that happened, it's kind of tough.
How about this? We'll make it a little easier.
Yeah, you have to make it a little bit easier.
What was your favorite site?
Okay.
What was your favorite experience?
Okay, because my favorite place was Croatia, which was when I got to visit King's Landing for Game of Thrones. That was my favorite place.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That was my favorite place, because the excursion itself was a Game of Thrones oriented one. So our tour guide, which she was gorgeous. You will when I make the video. Because the video will be a few days, like at least minimum 2, maybe 3 days at a time per video. Plus, I'm going to do some DOT content in the beginning, so if people don't want to watch my vacation stuff, they don't have to. But when I do my Croatia one, you will hear me mention this multiple times when I show some of the pictures, because our tour guide was gorgeous. And when she knew so much about Game of Thrones, it just made her even more attractive. Anyway, besides that, though, she had this awesome flip card. It was like a 8.5 by 11 with about 2 or 3 dozen pages laminated that she was just flipping through. And she would just, when we got to all these different spots, she would just be like, well, remember this scene? And we would literally see what she's showing and look around a little bit. And it's like, wow, this is what they did. So it was very much my favorite place. And I got some really good shots. So I'd have to say that was that. But my favorite experience was my last day in Rome, where at dinner time, we went to a place that was suggested by a friend of one of the people that I was with, where we went to a restaurant which was not in a very, it was not like a main restaurant. You had to just know about it kind of situation, where everybody paid 25 euros, and a super old Italian lady who ran this restaurant basically makes whatever she wants to. There is no set menu, and you don't order. You just eat 5 courses of this amazing Italian meal. And everyone referred to the lady as Mama. And she was just this super old, nice Italian lady. And her family members, like her sons and nephews and daughters, they were all like the waiters, waitresses, and everything else. So it was really cool, and by far the most authentic Italian food that I had in the entire trip. And it was I was busting like my belt. Like I couldn't fit any more food in. And of course the wine was like unlimited, soon as they gave you like a white and a red, in these kind of like jugs. And soon as they were empty, they would just keep bringing it all out. Oh, it was insane. So that was my favorite experience. Because, again, it was something where I didn't know what I was getting into, really. It was just something that we're going to just go do this. And it was by far my favorite experience. But definitely a lot of other cool places that I got to go to, especially in Rome, like the Colosseum, the Vatican, stuff like that.
That's cool.
But that was a great experience, just because one of my main goals, especially when you only have somewhere between, the least amount of time in a port was like roughly like 4 or 5 hours, but most days we got like between 8 and 10 hours to be in a port. So my main goal every time was to get off, eat something, drink a local beer. And then, of course, kind of mill around. I didn't exactly every port. I didn't have like locations and everything else that I was trying to see, unless it was like a pre-planned excursion or something like that. So And not every time that I got off the ship was I with a group either. There was a few times that I got off the ship just by myself, which wasn't bad either, because it was fun to just kind of explore. So
very cool. Getting off the beaten path myself.
yeah, because I even found because there was a lot of the same kind of tourist shops that had the same kind of general tourist items, and I did find a guy in Santorini in Greece that he painted all this artwork on just very basic things, like, even on small rocks. He would like paint the scene of Santorini that was what you would get on a magnet that was mass produced. He was painting it on like just very basic items, and also on small easels too. I mean, he was actually painting, stuff that you can put in picture frames, but it was a lot more expensive. But I got a nice little magnet, and to me, even though it's a rock that's painted, to me it actually is a lot nicer than just getting some generic mass produced item that just has the name of the town on it. So I appreciated that. I even told the guy, I was like, this is way cooler than just going to some of the other shops. So finding places like that, just kind of exploring was very cool, because it is more.
That is cool.
More of supporting the locals, as in, instead of just supporting someone who has a store that is just the same as 5 other stores in the same block.
Now, if we ever get together, I'll tell you some of my crazy, vacation adventures. I've done some very irresponsible and, in hindsight, rather dangerous things in my time.
Oh.
Yeah, so if we ever get together for a beer.
All right.
About the Honduran jungle experience.
Oh, jeez. All right. I'll remind you about that. I'll find out about what happened. All right, so let's see where the soul count is real quick. We're at 17, so we have 910 left to go, so we're going to pull one more relic token. Maybe 2 if I get a 1.
Pull 1 3-star and you'll finish.
I know, right? That's all I'm looking for, but if I have to, I guess I'll have to pull both. But we'll see. We'll just see what I get with the 1. Hopefully it'll be enough. What's up, Ice? Thanks for joining in. Got a 2-star. Alright, so that'll be not enough. Alright, so we'll pull the last one. Alright, well, we won't have any saved up for the next event, but oh well, at least I'll be able to have completed this one. Gotten all the relics. I did get the DGs. There we go. I'd need to get a second Amphora just to have it. So, just in case I keep this second Dionysus. The Laurel Wreath, though, definitely want that. Even with my current Dionysus.
Oh yeah, the Laurel Wreath, you gotta have that.
Yeah, so that was definitely one of the main goals in this event. And, I mean, I got a Volstan with Void Resist. That was kind of another kind of side bonus. I was like, if I can get that along the way, I'd be very happy with that. And I did, so I'm going to keep that second Volstan. Oh, I didn't actually pull that second token, did I?
All right, Z. Sounds like there's drama in the house. I'm gonna have to bounce.
All right, that's fine. Thank you for joining, Vintage. I always appreciate it.
Oh, man, we'll catch you later.
All right. Two-star and a 1-star. All right, but that'll be good. That'll finish up. So 16 more battles, and we'll wrap up this stream. And I do want to appreciate everybody that joined here on Discord, and between Vintage and Rio Hand, and also everybody here in the chat, as always. So it sounds if you mix the jugs of wine with the night in Rome with your gorgeous tour guide, you'd still be there. That's right, Corey. You'll see. Although I have to say there was gorgeous women everywhere, besides from just the locals. There was definitely plenty of gorgeous women on the ship because, well, they were all mostly couples though, or wives with the kids there. But there wasn't actually that many kids on my ship, which was nice. Get one more cold one. Actually, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. I think. Let's set up another battle here real quick, and then I'll quick run do that. All the best stories include some amount of danger. Definitely get him for the Yanni Wreath is the most for bills with AP without damage. Yeah. I have to set up another battle. I didn't run fast enough. Still here. Alright, I'm back. Let's check troops. we're good. Look at these guys. I'll just hit these while I'm here. Boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants and boots. I feel probably ridiculous. Yes, I docked at Dubrovnik in Croatia. That was Dubrovnik. It's funny. I need one Earthshaker FL Rebel. I need more of them too, but I just need one. Just to get me going. Oh, 3-star Tyrius. Nothing wrong with that. Corey needs more booty shakers. That's like a brain comment. Where'd the brain at? He didn't do his normal. I gotta make like a milkshake and run. I don't know. I'm trying to make up a brain comment that he would normally make on his way out. We don't got many more battles to go, so. Still missing the Ranger and the Paladin 5-star. Well, I do have to say, I do have the Stormbringer. I've had the Stormbringer since, like, the very beginning. It's the one I've had the longest. That and the Infiltrator one. And I got a second Infiltrator one. And then I got the Guardian one. The Guardian one I wasn't too excited about. But having 2 Infiltrator ones isn't ridiculously bad. But I don't use a lot of Infiltrators. Or I didn't have ones that worked well with the 5-star due to their skills. But Stormbringer is definitely on my edit list, and if I get any more Stormbringers, I'll definitely be putting them on a few of my other Ranger Titans as well. Stormbringers are nice. But I wouldn't mind a few Earthshakers. Make like a tree and get out of here. Yeah, right? He's probably in a taco coma, surrounded by strippers. Oh, Corey, the brain would so appreciate your comment. I'd be like, Corey, you're the man. Two more on this 1-star, and then I have a 2-star left. Yeah, 574. Yeah, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Okay, Biff. Nice. Omega Imperials, have they always had a 5-time charge damage? I'm pretty certain, yeah. But there's a times 6 on the, who's got the times 6? Horde, right? Yeah. Nice, Cheryl. What'd you get? What'd you get? Inventory is full. Gotta fuse relics. Nice, Cheryl. That happens to the best of us. Because it's a Festivus for the rest of us. But yes, it does. It happens. Oh, they weren't there yet. Have I ever attacked a Dion on land? Yeah, but I don't think he was probably maxed or anything like that. Or super, like, level 25 troops or anything like that. So, yes, I have attacked Dion on the land, but he wasn't, like... Probably wasn't that high level. Actually down to around 430 relics now. Did some cleaning. Nice. Logan Hoskins, I just got Dion with armor piercing and armor for the militia. Is that good? Well, armor piercing is definitely good. And armor as well, which you can build a nice armor build for your militia as well. So, yes. I think you're totally fine, Logan. You'll be happy with your Dion. Build up that armor piercing, build up that armor, and send in those militia. They're super cheap, and they will do well. There you go, Logan. You got other people in the chat telling you that you got a good roll too. It's not just me. You're newer to 4-star Titans? Well, thank you for asking, Logan. And no problems at all, because that's what we're here for. We're here to brainstorm ideas for changes to the game, as always. But at the same time, too, help out anybody that may have questions. Not saying that any one of us is any kind of a supreme expert, but after a while, there becomes to be a group consensus about certain things. So, go with that. Josiah, good roll, good luck. There you go. People speaking up. It's not just FL Rebel in the chat, everyone. I know he might seem to dominate the chat sometimes, but feel free to speak up. We love you, FL Rebel. Even if you can't get on Discord. But yeah, the live streams, they're always here to help out. Especially when there's times when things aren't really well communicated by the developers or things aren't explained when there's certain things in events. So it's always good to check in and get a better understanding, because there's things sometimes that people will bring up that's going on in the game, like something's happening with a certain troop or some kind of glitch or something that's going on that I might have not either seen myself or didn't catch the chat in the band chat. So there's all sorts of stuff that's going on that I find out about a lot of times right here on the streams myself. So it's awesome. I'm a supreme expert. Supreme expert commenter. It's definitely after midnight, and I got to be up at 5, so definitely got to be wrapping this up very soon. Josiah says, I play more World of Tanks now. Ah. That's cool. Is that game a lot of fun, I would assume, if you're playing it that much? It is, and I am the supreme expert of it. Oh yeah? Awesome. Been attacked, oh no. $231 more souls. We got it, DOT community. It's all going down. Yeah, checked out the game that District 13 plays now. Yeah, I know which game he's been playing. I of course still I'm sub to him, but it's very much the same as Mobile Strike, Game of War. I think it's something else. I don't know if it's Game of War, but yeah, I know which games you're referring to there, FL Rebel, and it's kind of, I don't know. I prefer the games that you don't just amass large armies and just go and roll someone and they wake up with no troops left. Like, because same thing happens to you. Those types of games, because you play them for a while, and then as soon as you get to a certain point, that's what it becomes. A game of people just zeroing each other out, and it's just, I don't know. After a while, you're just like, I don't want to build it all back up again. Last Survivor, yeah, it is. Yeah, the work in the morning. I gotta get up in 4 hours and 45 minutes. So, gotta get this grind done. It's alright though, I've been getting plenty of sleep. I need to get back into the swing of things. Start making money again. So I'm not gonna get paid next Friday. Because I'm always a week behind. It's always you get paid for the week before, so that's the only downside to being off for 2 weeks in a row. Oh, good morning, Kumar. Just about to finish up. Only got a few more battles to go. We'll have the Amphora. I used to play Galaxy on Fire Alliances. It was so good. Massive wars everywhere. Too bad I could not transfer my iOS account to Android, so I stopped playing. Wow. Yeah, FL Rebel says it's 100% a money game. Yeah. To stay competitive in those types of games, yeah, people have to invest a lot of coin. You like the aspect of zeroing gives players something to actually defend or lose it? True. But then there's just times where, like I said, you get to a certain point in the game that the super OP players of that server that have been playing the game forever, they just come through and just wipe out everything. So if you're not getting into one of those games when it's like brand new, you really are at a huge disadvantage. So that's why getting into any games similar to that at any time after its global launch, you're at a major disadvantage. And you have to invest a lot of real money to be able to become competitive. Yeah, could you imagine losing a battle in DOT and losing a Titan for a week? Well, could you imagine waking up every morning in Dawn of Titans and finding all your troops gone? I think people would not play the game as much if that happened. I've mentioned this before. I think I did it. All unlocked, 18,000. How many more uses do I have? I guess I can keep them. 2 uses. They said an event where you're going to be able to use all relics is going to be coming up soon, so I guess we'll keep that for that. Alright, DOT community. We have all unlocked. Amphora is mine. And we're at 113. We actually might get the gift of Dionysus on accident. I'd rather get the 4K gems, though. The event's only live for another 3 hours. Let's take a look at the rankings here at the very end. Some teams did get above 1 million, but that does go to show that the event wasn't super popular, but it was popular. So, probably in a bit of a mid-range, because we can see that the soul counts drop off here pretty dramatically. Hammer, almost 700,000. War, 665. There's Rogue Freedom. That's where FL Rebel plays, I'm pretty certain. Let's see if Jim and crew. There's Raiders at 48. Oh, they're hanging in there. Gosh, they gotta keep fighting. They're just hanging in there. There's only a few thousand keeping them in. Wow. So hopefully Val and Jim and other Raiders folks aren't gonna stick with it. They gotta keep up the good fight. And look at that. Zalan ranked number 7. There's Snot Chunks. He's killing it. Look at that Volt right underneath me as well. Ilu, Dark Knight, Thunderbutt, Silent Game, Kuden. All getting the 18K. There's a couple more that got this that still got 15. So. And I touch Metzer. He'll leave me a comment, I'm sure, because he watches my streams all the way through. There we go. I wondered if Green Arrow was going to get it. Yeah. Green Arrow was at the bottom of the list. Let's check and see if D... Oh, D got men, too. See? She said she hits moms. So, she meant to say hits mins, but she was down there. But now she at least got the 2.5. Good job, D. Uh-oh. People are gonna get messaged and booted. All right, DOT community. Good night, and I will talk to you all again very soon.